Welcome to the golden age of gaming mice, specifically wireless gaming mice. There used to be a time when the only real consideration was a wired mouse if you wanted the most in speed and accuracy. But those days are behind us, and now you can rule the world wirelessly, giving you unhindered freedom to take down your enemies with the utmost precision. So sit back as I go through my picks for best wireless gaming mice. All items in this video are my own personal choices, and are listed in no particular order as these kind of items are of a personal preference. But with that said, these are the items that I feel stand out as the best. Prices have not been included in this video as the prices for these items are changing all the time, especially during holiday sale events. I have, however, included links to the current best prices for each of these items in the description below. With all that out of the way, let's get started. The HyperX Pulsefire Haste is the first ever wireless gaming mouse from HyperX, and it chimes in at a light weight of only 61 grams thanks to its honeycomb shell design. It's a symmetrical shaped mouse, with its side buttons only available on the left side, so this is a right-handed mouse only. Sorry lefties. The battery life is rated for 100 hours on a single charge, which is quite impressive. 4 pure virgin grade PTFE skates are located on the bottom of the mouse, sitting kitty corner from one another. I would have liked to seen larger skates, but these work well and provide an easy, effortless glide with low friction to make the mouse more responsive. HyperX also included in the box an additional 4 skates in case you need them over time. Nice. It uses TTC golden switches that are rated for 80 million clicks, has 6 programmable buttons, and a sensor that gives up to 16,000 DPI accuracy. The braided USB cable is very soft and flexible and can be used while charging if you need to. With the easy-to-use HyperX Ingenuity software, you control your DPI settings, RGB lighting, button assignments, and macro recordings. It is a solid wireless mouse that uses some slightly older tech and comes in at a near budget price, making it a pretty good deal. The Razer Deathadder line of mice have always been known for being beefy. They are outstandingly great for palm rest game players, and this new version 2 Pro wireless is no different. At 88 grams, it's pretty lightweight for a wireless gaming mouse, but noticeably heavier than its wired brother. The body is made of a strong, sturdy plastic, and the underside sports 4 PTFE glide pads, allowing this chunky boy to slide around seamlessly. The buttons on this mouse are amazing thanks to Razer's optical switches. They have a really good feel to them, and because of this mouse just feels a lot more expensive than it actually is, if that makes sense. Oh, and the main left-right buttons on this mouse have this concave recessed shape that your fingers lay in. It's subtle, but it feels good knowing that your fingers are not going to accidentally slide off the buttons during intense battles. Although the USB charging cord is braided, it is also very stiff, so expect that and deal with it or replace the cord with something better. RGB is very minimal, consisting of the Razer logo on the rear of the mouse and nothing more. With 8 programmable buttons, the Razer Focus Plus optical sensor with up to 20,000 DPI, and 70 hours of battery life, this is the best mouse for game players with medium to large hands who enjoy a palm rest game style. At 114 grams, this mouse is nowhere near being the lightest on the market. But with that said, it has remained one of the top-selling gaming mice of all time. With 11 programmable buttons, a 25,000 DPI Hero sensor, 6 weights, 4 at 2 grams and 2 at 4 grams, a hyper scroll wheel that also tilts left and right to add 2 more button assignments, and a dedicated sniper button to steady your shot when sniping in first-person shooters, you are looking at a wireless mouse favorite that has done well for itself since 2019. It also supports textured rubber side grips and a right-handed design that just feels very comfortable. The wireless battery life lasts about 48 hours, which is about 2 or 3 weeks for regular game usage. RGB is very minimal, just lighting up the Logitech G logo at the rear of the mouse. For the price and for what you get, this is my pick for best bang for the buck gaming mouse. With the Corsair M65 RGB Ultra Wireless, Corsair decided that they were going to use only the best materials to create something special. They started with a lightweight aluminum frame, giving the entire mouse a strong, sturdy, rattle-free construction. On the underside, you will find 4 PTFE feet for a snag-free gliding experience. You will also find 3 spots to add additional weights to the mouse if a heavier feel is what your gaming hand craves. This allows you to adjust the weight from its stock 110 grams to 128 grams when all 3 weights are used. The mouse uses Amaran switches that are very accurate. They feel great and sound pretty quiet compared to other precision gaming mice. Also included on the right side of the mouse is a dedicated sniper button for you first-person shooter guys and gals, but this button can also be reprogrammed to anything else that you may want to use it for, like push-to-talk in Discord. With 90 hours of battery life, this wireless mouse also uses a Corsair Marksman optical sensor with an outstanding native 26,000 DPI that is customizable in single DPI steps, allowing you to fine-tune this mouse into the beast that you need it to be. The Corsair M65 RGB Ultra is my pick for best gaming mouse. What's there to say about the ASUS ROG Spartha X wireless? The design of the mouse is definitely targeting gamers, as every shape on this mouse is pointy with angles and flares. In fact, the only curve on this mouse is the palm rest. It's a right-handed mouse, so all buttons are on the left side of it, with a ring finger rest lying on the right side. The charging dock is a mixture of durable hard plastic and a metal base. 15 minutes on the charger and the mouse is good for up to 12 hours. At full charge, it will last 67 hours. RGB consists of 3 zones, lighting the Republic of Gamers logo at the rear of the mouse, some subtle RGB that leaks through the side buttons, and the glowing of the sides of the scroll wheel. The RGB is nice looking and not over the top. The scroll wheel has a good feel with incremental movements and is covered in a super grippy rubber, and the top casing of the mouse has a slightly rubberized texture to it also. The mouse is not symmetrical. It leans to the right, like a car when jacked up on the left side to change the tire. To me, it's a bizarre angle, but to each their own. The Spartha is using optical sensors with an accuracy of up to 19,000 DPI, 12 programmable buttons, and the switches on the buttons are rated for 70 million clicks. Lastly, this mouse is beefy and heavy. It weighs in at 168 grams, making it one, if not the heaviest wireless mouse around. But if you're a big dude with big hands and muscles galore, then this is probably the mouse you've been looking for. If you can get past the odd shape, the size of the mouse, as well as the beefy weight, then it's a good mouse, but one that I would only consider if you can grab it while it's on sale. At this price point, there are definitely better offerings. The Razer Viper Ultimate is a wireless version of the popular Razer Viper wired mouse. Weighing in at 74 grams, this mouse has a nice symmetrical shape and is ambidextrous, having its buttons on both sides for both you righty and lefty gamers out there. Both sides of the mouse are also covered in a textured rubberized grip, which is really nice. 5 high-grade PTFE feet on the underside of the mouse guarantees that this mouse will slide across any surface with ease, and its battery life is rated for 70 hours of gaming on a full charge. RGB is good as far as mouse RGB goes. There's the Razer logo at the rear of the mouse that lights up, and a RGB underglow beneath the mouse. Nothing too over the top here. A 20,000 DPI optical sensor, Razer optical mouse switches, lightweight, long battery life, and good-looking RGB on a mouse that feels good in the hand is outstanding. But the biggest thing about this mouse, in my opinion, is that Razer remembered that there are left-handed gamers out there and produced a quality product that I'm sure left-handed gamers are gonna love. This is my pick for best ambidextrous gaming mouse. The Logitech G502 X Plus is Logitech's flagship gaming mouse and an upgrade to Logitech's tried and trusted Logitech G502 Lightspeed. This new X Plus version now has optical mechanical switches. They are hybrid switches which offer optical actuation registration and also should provide more durability. With 13 programmable buttons, up to 25,000 max DPI, 5 onboard memory profiles, and weighing in at 105 grams, this mouse is a serious contender into the pro gaming world. It comes in 3 colors, black, white, and for a limited time, a Millennium Falcon edition for you Star Wars fanboys out there. The scroll wheel has been redesigned with a dual mode scroll wheel, switch between hyperfast, free spin, and precise ratcheting mode, and tilt left and right for 2 additional personalizable programmable buttons. Both sides of the mouse have a rubberized grip, and the mouse size is perfect for medium to large-handed players. On the underside of the mouse, we find 3 slick PTFE feet for the easiest mouse glide in town. The RGB has 8 zones on this mouse. You heard me right, 8 different areas on this mouse has RGB, the most RGB Logitech has ever placed on a mouse. Battery life will last 120 hours when RGB is turned off and 37 with it turned on. It's a great mouse that offers a lot of great features, and there's no good reason for this one not to be on your radar. The Corsair Nightsabre Wireless RGB is a slimline symmetrical wireless mouse that feels good in hand even though it's got some weight to it, weighing in at about 90 grams. Buttons for this mouse are on the left side, making this a right-handed only mouse, and both sides of the mouse include textured grips that help you to maintain your grip on the mouse during intense battles. There's a total of 11 programmable buttons which use optical switches, giving your mouse clicks a satisfying feel. The mouse wheel has a nice textured rubber feel and feels really good. The mouse uses the Corsair Marksman 26000 DPI sensor, giving you the utmost in accuracy. The underside sports 6 large PTFE slider feet that cover just about half of the underside, giving this mouse a really nice slide. There's also a door on the underside that allows you to store the wireless dongle when traveling with the mouse. The mouse features fast charging, and with just 15 minutes of charging, you'll be able to get about 20 hours of battery life, which is insane. On a full charge, the mouse will give you about 66 hours of continuous use, which is also really good. The braided USB cable will allow you the ability to keep using the mouse while it is charging. This mouse is very slender, so if you have large hands, this mouse might not be a good fit for you. But medium to slender hands will find this mouse to be a very comfortable fit for their gaming setup, and very responsive for all types of gaming. Cheers, catch you next time.